It's a very unique year, and I think at the outset we kind of wrapped our heads around kind of starting over, essentially, that, you know, we knew we had 3 classes who hadn't played a whole season, only the seniors had, so kind of approached it like we're taking over a new program, essentially. It's a good group of scholar athletes, and we're excited to kind of see where the talent takes us. So we have our 5 seniors, and we have 3 official team leaders within them. It's been a challenge too to not necessarily lean on them in terms of like, hey, you remember how it was your first year, right? Because I don't remember what it was like 3 years ago. So, I think letting them have their own ride here is part of it, and their own senior year experience, because they've missed so much, obviously. But also tapping into, they get it at the same time. So just again, kind of having them play into it as much as they want with that aspect of kind of knowing what to expect and everything. When I try to marry our top offensive lineup and our top defensive lineup, it's a challenge. It's a good challenge, because it's, we're pretty deep on both sides, and we're just trying to figure out where that makes the most sense. And that might not be the answer. I think the answer is that we're going to be able to kind of merry-go-round things pretty well and be in multiple positions. I think just that flexibility and knowing that it's just a little bit of a different approach this year has put us in better footing, honestly, that we can be a little bit more flexible and diverse with our lineups.
Yeah, I think things are starting to come together. I think we're all really excited to finally be back in action, and so there's a lot of excitement. We also have a new coach this year, a new assistant coach, Coach Will, and he's really added a lot to the team already. We're all extremely excited to be working with him. He's added a lot of more fast-paced stuff and a lot of individual work with in terms of changing a lot of our hitting styles and working really intensely with the catchers specifically. We're all really excited to be working with him and get that extra attention. To me, I'm extremely excited to be back at it. Really excited to be going to Florida and having all those games back. Part of why I came to Amherst was to get this full experience, and so to be able to be back at it and also see so many people experience it really for the first time is really exciting. They're going to see a very strong hitting team. I think we have very quick exit velocities and very strong and powerful hitters. I think they're going to see a lot of runs on the scoreboard. In both ways, I think the NESCAC hits very well in general, but our team, we are known for base running, and we continue to work very, very hard on our base running as well. And so we get people on base and we continue to move them along.
Obviously, our goals are to win the national championship. At the very least, I would say sweep Williams and win the NESCAC. We have little goals along the way. We have numbers for ourselves for stolen bases, limiting runners left on base, but of course the biggest goal is to get to the NCAA championship. It's a mix of obviously putting in work on the field, in the weight room, but also putting in work in cultivating our relationships with each other and building trust with each other and prioritizing people's mental health, their families, their academics, so we have everyone being well-rounded and just holistically healthy. And that'll get us a lot farther than anything that happens on the field, really.